Nothing. I can make
Well, unless you're doing, 7 figures with it. Unless you're doing high volume, that's the.
Here's the thing.
But as far as like work, the amount of work for the payout.
Amount of work we live right now. Here's the thing. My thing is this. Look where you're at. You're at a guy that's a real estate guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not doing real estate today and yesterday or this whole week. What's he doing?
Right. Do it right.
Information.
Information.
It's just information.
Right.
Roundup. Thank you for joining me. I'm with Josiah. We're talking about internet real estate.
Yeah.
We're just doing, I'm like this. The man you're with now
Yeah.
is a real estate king.
Right. Doing 7 figures in his real estate business.
But what is he doing this week?
Right. Teaching.
The information.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, it's huge, man. It's huge.
So I'm like, if the real estate guys are doing internet marketing, why shouldn't we?
Right. And just sharing skills that you learn along the way and getting paid for it. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. The real estate guys round up. I'm hanging out with Josiah. What up? We're down here. Let us know how the audio is. It should be good though. We're down here in North Carolina. What city are we in? Beaufort. These fools just had me out at dinner, and it was one of the worst dinners of my life.
We call it a $40 Golden Corral.
$40 Golden Corral roundup. Roundup. Oh my God. Please go to my Insta to see what the inside of this building looked like. But anyway, I just want to share with you a few things we learned today. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, by the way, Roundup. A couple of things we learned today being here with Jay Connor at the Mastermind at his Cash Flow Conference.
You wrote some aha moments, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say that'd probably be a good place to start.
Let's do it, yeah. Well, one of the things you reminded me, Josiah, because I'm a buyer, right? I'm a builder, renovator, rehabber, buy and hold guy. You really reiterated to me that it's not a bad idea to buy from wholesalers.
Yeah, 100%. If you got the funds, why wouldn't you? Essentially, at the end of the day, and this is the same thing. If you have a bunch of realtors in your network, right, you're getting free leads.
Right.
Just use them. It doesn't cost you anything to get an email, right? And that email could be, tens of thousands of dollars.
You're right.
Or at least an opportunity, or it could be junk. Most of them are going to be junk. But the thing is, you get in with some legitimate guys,
wholesalers,
legitimate wholesalers, right? You're going to have a lot of leads coming in if they're doing multiple deals a month, of course.
I completely forgot about that. No, for Josiah, for a guy like me, a renovator, what would we do to find these wholesalers in our market? Actually, in any market in the United States, right?
Well, if you want, I could probably find. In the next 10 seconds, everybody and their mama is, wholesaling is kind of popular right now.
It is.
Gosh.
It wasn't like this 20 years.
I swear to God, if I hear another
what?
Wholesaling course, oh man.
What do you mean, man?
There's so many courses out there right now about wholesaling real estate. Anyways,
get my course.
Ron's been giving it away for $1 for
give it away. I love when it says
just for $1,
$82, blah $600. I'm giving it away for
$1.
I love his copy.
That's great. My staff hates me. I love Ron.
Anyway,
so funny.
How are we finding? If you're a cash buyer, how are we finding these wholesalers?
If I'm for cash buyers, if you're a wholesaler, how are you finding cash buyers quickly?
Yeah,
same way as you can find wholesalers quickly. And I would say
no, not by cash buyers. How are we finding wholesalers to buy from? That's where I started out.
Same thing. Facebook groups. There's a ton of Facebook groups out there.
Facebook groups.
Yeah, that's a great way to be instantly connected.
Okay.
Instant. It's insane, the power of Facebook. I would get hooked up with a couple of a quick post, like let's say, okay, I found a group. There's a bunch of wholesalers in it, and it's free to join. Just get in. It could be really anyone. Make a little post. Say, hey, I got some capital I'm looking to put into use. I'm in X area, whatever. Send me your deals, wholesalers, and.
Wow.
There's a lot of people looking to build their buyers list. You know what I mean? It will not be a problem.
How about would Bigger Pockets be one?
Yeah, Bigger Pockets would be a good source too.
How about if I'm driving around looking for bandits for We Buy Houses signs in that market? Would you advise someone like me to call those signs?
Yeah, 100%. But honestly, there's easier ways to do it. Just honest, you can get hooked up with enough wholesalers through Facebook, not even have to do anything else.
So you're saying keep it online?
Yeah, just keep it online, man. There's so many wholesalers that it's like disgusting to a point.
Yeah.
So it's
still,
like
you still carved out your niche with this cold calling stuff.
But yeah, it's free leads. You know what I mean? If you got the money but you don't have the deals, that's a great place to start. You know.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha. Roundup is just. I'm hanging out here with Josiah. He is a 23-year-old. 23.
Yep, 23.
Real estate investor.
About to be 24 in May.
Okay.
In May.
You're getting ready to 24.
Yeah.
Ladies, he is married, so we'll go ahead and just forget about that one. So.
I'm not in my prime right now. I gained a little weight after.
Please. How long have you been in the game?
Real estate?
Yeah.
I went full time in investing.
You were a realtor before.
I was a real estate agent I started when I was 20.
How'd you like that?
I hated that. That was terrible.
Wow.
Well, you're not an entrepreneur at the end of the day.
I thought they are entrepreneurs. They work for themselves, don't they?
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, there's so many. Essentially, you do, yeah, but you still have to pay out essentially liability fees and all that, you know, get MLS dues and just to be a part. It's very costly, and you're essentially working for tips. So
working for tips.
Yep.
What made you transfer from being an agent to an investor? Because we look the same.
Well,
we just live in different worlds.
Right. And that is, I think, the profitability is huge. The amount of time leverage that I can build a business that buys and sells houses, right? It's really hard to build a business that brokers, right? You know, there's just so much liability, you know, and you're dealing with banks, you know, and if you're like Ron LeGrands always says, if your business runs on banks, your business sucks.
That's terrible.
That's a
true
verbatim.
Terrible. What did he say?
Said if your business runs on banks, your business sucks.
Wow, man, that's deep.
That is deep. That's true. That's so true.
I'm just thinking the last time I have 2 loans with banks, man, and I have to do a renewal every 5 years, and I'm doing one right now. I just don't enjoy doing it. You know, I have 2 loans and I'm done finally.
Mm-hmm.
But you have carved out a niche for yourself. How you good on time?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You carved out a niche for yourself. And what market are you in, Josiah?
I'm in Gainesville, Florida. So Alachua County and Marion County, so Horace County. But I'm in 2 counties. So combined, population-wise, probably 500,000.
Okay, that's a healthy market then.
It's like low medium, like medium-sized market.
What's your affordable housing?
Affordable housing is about like 100 grand.
Oh really? Okay, that's kind of low. Well, our affordable housing is like 200.
Gotcha.
So I'm just saying a typical 2,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath.
It's an appreciated quite a bit.
Okay.
Now a 3.2, 1,200 square foot is probably around 150 to 180. Really in any area.
Okay.
So,
all right.
There's a lot of development.
Healthy.
Yeah, it's a great market.
That is healthy.
I like it.
What price range do you play in?
About that. FHA limits.
Gotcha.
And for those who don't know, well, at least FHA's, I think it's 280. It's the limit.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
What does that have to do with you?
For flips, the financial easeability, I guess, the ease to finance is a lot easier, right?
Get a move.
Cashed out, right? On the buyer's end, right? If they're going to fix and flip a property, they're going to get cash out with a loan. So if it's easy to finance, it's easier to flip.
The backing, I got you.
Right. Easier to sell, quicker turnaround.
Yeah, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So what aha moment did you have today, Josiah? So today, the mastermind group meets 2 days before Jay's private money cash flow event. What did you have on aha for today, my friend?
Man, aha for today. I'm
So much of it, right?
yeah.
I know for me, I have to implement a better CRM. I mean, well, I know you're using CRM already.
Mhm.
No doubt, everybody uses them.
Right.
I feel like I'm so old, Josiah.
Hey man, the paper lead sheets. I ran the business on a file folder for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I actually prefer it that way, but that is because I like to just
Hold
touch
it.
the leads. You know what I'm saying? In a way, but all the virtual crap is like, oh my god, I gotta get on the computer and then look at this. Well, we got this great file. It's,
But you
you
have
know,
a mission, I think, with this
but you
whole.
have to after a while. It's just
You got so
impossible.
much.
It's impossible.
So much
Yeah,
data.
Yeah, you can't.
But you're so young, and I thought you said you kind of want to bring your message to the millennials about financial literacy.
100%. Yeah. So
Tell me about that.
So I think one of my biggest missions and what I'm really passionate about is letting people my age, under 25 type of age group, know that the traditional route is not the only route that they have to go, and you don't necessarily have to have a ton of money or really relationships or opportunities to start off with, right?
Mhm.
And you could be in really any um, financial situation and make something happen for yourself financially or build a business. So you don't necessarily have to abide by the I got to be an employee kind of thing and just take, tips essentially. I mean, from after accumulating a ton of debt, things like that, and
You talking about debt from college?
college debt, yeah, not necessarily. You don't have to go that route. You can you can start a business at a very young age, so that and not only that, but a business that serves you instead of you serving it.
You sound like Ron LeGrand.
And then, man, it's like he has something to
He does have
deliver.
something to deliver.
He really does.
But your vessel, the way you look, so different than the person he's gonna attract is not gonna be the person that you could attract.
Mm-mm.
Like the way I'm just envisioning you, your circle of influence is not gonna be like his.
Right.
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 What most of the people that you relate to, what is their thing, Josiah? Are they even thinking about what you're thinking about regarding financial literacy?
Yeah, no, and I did think about that. I was like, wow, who would even, be interested in that? And it would really just be it is a service, at the end of the day, but for time, unless I'm gonna tithe my time, right?
Which is a lot.
Which is a
That
lot.
lady today was talking about that. That was the aha too.
Yep.
Tithing
Tithing your
time.
time. That was a big one. It was just taking a day and saying, and tithing, regardless of whether you're or not you're religious.
It doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. It's just a service, right? Because it always comes
That was
back to
deep.
you real,
Stay here for a minute. Tell them what we learned about. I had not thought about that concept until she said that today.
I know, that blew my mind.
Yeah.
So we had a presenter today, hard money lender, who has some very competitive terms.
Mhm.
And she had mentioned that her kind of give back as far as what she likes to do to keep herself in a service attitude was to tithe her Wednesdays. And we were like, what are you talking about? And she was like, well, I give my whole Wednesday to help real estate investors for free and move them in the right direction.
That is
And
so
I was like,
cool.
man, I was like, that's good.
But what was the big takeaway from it though?
The biggest takeaway was that she is getting a massive amount of referrals from doing that. But like it was
Massive.
it was the intention though. The intention
She didn't do it for that.
they added they added value first, but in the same way that whenever you present value first, it always comes back to you. And this is something that Jay always says. He said, if I take care of everybody else in this room, I don't ever have to worry about me.
That's true.
I've always taken that to heart. It's like, if I can take care of everybody else in this room, I'll never have to worry about me.
This lady today was saying about all the referrals she got from helping these people. And I'm like, what I started doing, Josiah, what my mentor used to do was treat us to breakfast on Saturdays at a place called Silver Diner. So what I was doing, I started doing breakfast at my Golden Corral. I know it's nasty. But at least I would do that on Saturday mornings. So I thought that was cool.
That is cool. That is very, very cool.
So Josiah, what would you recommend? I'm get you out of here for people that are your age in the 20s that don't want to think about their, because no doubt you're thinking about your future when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to your financial, not only literacy but your financial position,
Right.
because you're talking about subject to, I guess, creative acquiring of real estate, creative acquiring, not just flipping it. Because today we were talking about you wanted to get more into subject two, which is
Right.
going to be holding on to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think I don't know. Let me ask you, the philosophy and mindset of millennials is not to actually have assets that are holding them down, generally speaking, right?
Generally, yeah.
Because they like to
Because
travel,
they want to travel, they want to be open for work opportunities and things like that.
move
So,
around. Yeah.
and here's the thing about real estate and just when you do settle, whatever, you know, you learn it now, and it doesn't mean you have to implement it now if your
That's
life's not
true,
in a
man.
position where you know you're ready to do that. But I would say that regardless of whatever field or niche you wanted to do that, what my vision is to deliver strategies of how to implement um, income producing activities all the time, how to build a business on a shoestring budget, essentially on a college ramen noodle budget,
Good Lord.
you know, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean make $1 million, right? But if you're working for yourself and you're not depending on um, someone else paying you,
Pay a paycheck,
right, paycheck to paycheck,
different
it's just a
lifestyle.
different, yeah, it's just a different lifestyle. You learn so much.
Where'd you get this mindset from, Josiah? Because no doubt we ain't born with it.
No, but honestly, it's just from reading books and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know where. Well, I don't know really when it just bang, but it just did. I mean, after I got my real estate license, I think I think that the story of that $600 commission. I think that's when I really had an epiphany.
I can imagine you now showing up sweaty, like,
Yeah,
I got a job. I'm ready for my check.
I read it on my check and I'm like, yeah.
This is it.
So to fill everybody in, Roundup.
$600.
Yeah, I was a real estate agent to start, and back in 2017, yeah, 2017, when Hurricane Irma was going through the Caribbean, I was actually in Puerto Rico visiting my grandparents. Right, I'm half Puerto Rican, and we got stuck there, needless to say, and got lucky, and it ended up going just north to where it was only a category 1. So we were,
That's
watching
still
the
a
hurricane
beast.
on the porch.
Still a beast.
Yeah, it still
One is
did
a
damage.
monster.
And then a week after we got back, Maria came in at Cat 5, and just we got real lucky getting out of there. Yeah, but
Wow.
long story short, I was actually closing a vacant land deal as a realtor. I was the listing agent. And I closed it, and it was a realtor brought the buyer. The buyer ended up having to get a reduction in the price.
Why?
And it was a dumb reason. I can go on, but I essentially told the seller, realistically, to meet his time frame, because he was motivated, and he needed the money because he was just out of money. All his retirement was up. He had overpaid for this piece of property back in 2006. He paid $160,000 cash.
What was it worth?
With his wife, 50.
Now?
What
did he sell it for?
47.5. Yeah, so
he took a bag
minus the closing costs and everything. So
commission.
And my commission, right?
$600.
That whatever it was. It was so bad because that's the thing about being an agent. People don't realize 6% of 50 grand is $3 grand. $3 grand, right? Divided by 2, because another agent brought it, which is $1,500. Okay, $1,500, and then minus my commission, my half for the split
for the broker,
right? And it was actually a little less than 1,500 because it was 47. So I ended up, there was like, I was chipping away at like $1,400, something stupid. And then and starting out, since I was brand new, I was in my first year. It was 50-50 with my
Yeah,
broker.
yeah,
So
yeah.
really, I was working for 1.5%. So
That's right.
so
So people tell that people need to know that they think that you broke agents are getting
agents
all the money.
agents do not make money unless they're in the high end and they have a team and they actually run it like a business, right?
But still, they're not making all that.
They got a lot of expenses on marketing and stuff. They got overhead, right?
And
So it's
workers.
like, man, oh man. Whew.
So you were saying that to say that helped you change your mindset? Is that what kind of
Right? You don't make money in real estate by brokering real estate. You make money in real estate by investing in real estate. Period.
investing? Y'all hear that Roundup?
Period.
Coming from a 23-year-old, I just feel like your brain is like, I feel like you're backwards.
I'm back.
In a good way. In essence, most of us are like, get a realtor, go to the bank, qualify for a loan, buy a house, top of market. And you're like, then that's dumb. And you're like backwards of that. You're like, don't use banks, buy from FSBOs. You know, it's like you're not even, you're wired differently than the majority of
well, it's just because I haven't had enough time to get indoctrinated with all the crap. You know, I bought a LeGrands course while I was a real estate agent. I just thought it was genius what he was doing, right? But that's because I wasn't indoctrinated into the realtor snootiness. There's a little bit of there's a different nose up air, right, about being a real estate agent and what it actually is, and it's like I'm nothing wrong with real estate agents, but I'm just saying there is a little bit of a culture in that. It's like almost bad to make money in a way. Like you're making too much money, or it's like I'm not gonna have a rental in that neighborhood, you know. And then it's like fantastic ROI. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, and we're like, whoa, dude, we're making 25% cap, on this thing, and they're like, I don't feel comfortable. And it's like, dude, what are you?
Something, right?
Humble yourself, because first of all, you're making 3%. All right,
so
get out of here.
Get out of here.
Exactly.
Well, luckily you haven't got tainted by the air of the ways of us. Josiah, thank you for what time is it? Thank you for so much for hanging out with my brother.
Yes, sir.
Roundup. If you got any questions for Josiah? How do people just get in touch with you if they want to just connect with you, my friend?
If they just want to connect with me,
Insta or Facebook, or what is all this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I do have Facebook. If you want to like my business page, that would be appreciated. Grid Home Buyers.
Somebody wants to know if you have a YouTube channel.
No, not yet. We're actually in the works of that, but we'll keep you updated
with that. We're gonna be helping Josiah get his YouTube.
Keep you updated.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That is gonna be a cool thing.
So, Insta or Facebook? Which one are you at?
I do have an Instagram. I do have Facebook, and if they want to, should I give my email? Have my emails?
No phone. I don't want to do phone numbers, but I don't be involved with that. Y'all email or social media.
All right.
I don't do it.
Please don't text me. Oh my god. No, but if you want to email me, if you want to email me about really anything, if you're a young person and you're just figuring out like, hey, how do I do this? Email me at Josiah. That's JOSIAH at gridhomebuyers.com. That's GRID homebuyers.com. And I'll get back to you. I'll answer those myself.
That's the best way.
Usually. Yeah.
So that's why you're not a really social media guy.
I'm not a real social. Yeah, that was actually one of my mastermind goals. That's a goal. Yeah, I got to do it. I just think social media is toxic in general.
What do you mean?
I think the mindset is bad. Not using it for your business. I'm saying for like your personal and things like that. It's really easy to suck your energy, and you essentially empower everyone that's posting. Because when you scroll down and you see something negative, you like just
animal getting slaughtered,
or just something stupid. Yeah, it's like someone just posted that, right? And it's just instantly. It's like
it changes your whole mindset.
Sucked into my brain without my consent. You know what I mean?
True.
And it's just giving people power over you.
But Josiah, here's the thing. Do you think it's gonna get any better or worse?
Worse.
That's my point. It's only gonna get worse.
It's only gonna get worse.
With glasses, these virtual reality. So what do you?
That stuff is cool though. It is cool.
Roundup, I'll be coming back to you as we hang out here with Jay Connor for the rest of the week. I'm just honored that you allowed me to share some of our experiences for today. I got a whole book full of stuff. Maybe tomorrow night we'll go over some of the points that we learned today. I didn't bring my book with me because it's getting late. So that's it. Subscribe to my channel, and if you want to come to hang out with us, once again, I will be in Las Vegas with Ron LeGrand. You coming to the summit? Did I ask you already?
The summit?
Yeah, Ron LeGrand Summit.
I hadn't even heard about it.
Yeah, man. All right, I gotta send you the link.
Well,
I'll put you the link. I'll put the link to Ron LeGrand Summit. I still have I'm getting a 60% off discount. It will end at the end of February. All right, so I'll go ahead and upload that link now. It'll be in the video description to come to Ron LeGrand's Great American Real Estate Summit, March 31st. Okay, overcome negative cash flow. Jermaine, any ideas how to overcome negative cash flow? Like encouraging tenant buyer to pay more on the rent with the incentive of rent credits.
Negative cash flow? Well, have you already
It looks like he already owns it.
He already owns it. Okay. So I was gonna say you can make the seller eat the difference.
No, he already owns it.
He already owns it.
You already own it, right, Jermaine? That's a good question. Negative cash flow. Josiah, what CRM are you using? Victor Taylor, what up, Vic?
We're using whoever asked the CRM.
Victor.
We are using RealFlow. It's spelled like really flow. Real E-Flow.
I guess I didn't put these questions up here. Sorry, y'all. We gotta get ready to go. Negative cash flow. Josiah, I mean, what do you think? Any ideas on how to overcome negative cash flow, like encouraging tenant buyer to pay more rent with the incentive of rent credits?
Is the tenant in yet? Have you already?
It looks, I don't know.
Or are you just? Is it just the payment is
payment's probably higher.
Just higher than market rent.
Yeah, Jermaine. Yeah, negative cash flow. Those rent credits, from my experience, and you can ask Josiah too. You know, I'm a lease option guy. That's my thing. I tried to do higher rents. I tried to get rent credits. I tried to shoot, man.
I think it's market specific because I know some members in the mastermind are doing above market rent. Definitely, like
pretty stuff.
Well, yeah, it's gotta be pretty.
I don't know what the condition of this one is because I don't really do pretty.
Right.
Like, Jermaine, is it a 2,000 square footer slamming sexy house? I'd like to know that because my houses are like. Let's see what he says. Go ahead, man. I don't know. You could say, what are people getting over rent? I've never been able to do it and maintain it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. If you're not planning on cashing out, right, you're probably not going to get rent credits.
You could probably get that for a year or two.
Right. And that's exactly what Crystal's doing.
What she said?
Crystal's good in that. Yeah, member of a mastermind.
Mortgage 1,200, rent 1,000. Yeah. I don't think you may do
rent
that.
comp. Rent comp. Okay. 1,000.
Think so, man. I've been there. Jermaine, I used to try to make these deals work when I was younger. Like Josiah, he's a lot younger. You guys can kind of get in there and kind of make them work. For me, I'm just done with it. I don't have the patience. I'm like, if it ain't gonna cash flow, I don't even want to deal with it. Robel, Dow Jones 8 recession. I've been hearing about this downturn in the market.
I didn't even think about that. He said saying coronavirus would be global.
They're calling you. Roundup.
Oops. Yep.
Is that for you? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.
Oh.